Good morning, folks. How you all doing? Good morning, Snafu Rev. Good morning, Jackson. How you all doing today? Good morning, Libby. How are you? Hold on a second. Um, I was trying to do some things. Damn it. What was I doing? Oh, go back here. Streamlabs.com, CommunityCoz /tip. All right, that's good to go. Let's pin that bad boy on the top. And last but not least, let's get out of studio. There we go. How is everybody doing today? My microphone is. Do you hear me? Do you hear me at all? I'm thinking you should. It's bouncing up and down. But I did have yeah, I'm guessing that it's just telling me that what is it? The microphone on the webcam is not working, I'm guessing. Oh. Oh. Man, I will have to say, been a long time since I had salmon, and that fucking shit was delicious last night. Yum, yum, yum in my tum, tum, tum. The vegetables weren't bad either. All right. Oh. I am in the slabs, Libby. Are you not in the slabs? I did set up a GoFundMe account. Oh, you know what? I should go. Oh, maybe turn that in. Oh, that's the right way that it goes in. Not that I'm being checked for ID lately. Don't smack it. Make sweet, sweet love to it. It's lonely. Because you are the Libby that I'm thinking of, correct? Guessing as you say, not at the moment I am. No, I'm actually stuck home for so far about 10 days, I think it's been, since I've been home here full time, not able to work. Which, has kind of sucked. It's made it hard for put your meat in your mouth. Which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna officially cancel all the way. I only have about 8 days left on my. That's all the longer this thing's good for. So yeah, I gotta focus on getting a car, not trying to figure out how to make meat in your mouth work. So, and good chance of rain on Monday too. So that's gonna be part of it. But yeah, let me see if I can go find that link for. Where do I? Sometimes I just don't like this. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna pin this one instead. You guys are just gonna have to remember. Whoop! Why won't it let me pin? Do I have to unpin first? Come on, get out of the way. There we go. So if you would like to support me, but want to be super, super sneaky about it, and not let people know, that is one of the ways that you can do it. You can announce yourself, or you can be anonymous, I do believe. Uh, and I think I'm currently at about 100 and let's check. I was just there, right? Um, Looks like I'm currently at 135 of 1.2K. It is actually, I am actually trying to raise $2,000, because that'll cover me getting up there, all that shit. But in the live stream, that thing over there, did I hit it right? Let me see. Oh no, of course I didn't. That thing there. Uh, Gonna leave that at 1,000. And the two aren't quite connected. Good morning, Jeffro. Oh, how are you doing? But yeah, I set that up. Um, on Wednesday, I did do um uh a Wagyu Wednesday auction, and sold a couple of burgers, one for 20, one for 22 plus tips. So I think that was actually 30. Um, I don't think I really gave it enough time because I didn't want to put it up until I actually had Wagyu in hand. And I didn't get back here until about 1 o'clock. So the window was really only open about 4 hours. I don't think I gave it enough time. Um, uh, but still made my money back, including paying for gas money to run those errands. So I guess that's a good point. And I got two patties. One of the people was not in the slabs and just said I could give it to whoever I wanted. So I know a few of you may know who Johnny Hash Brown is. He had a YouTube channel for a while. Uh, he's not really doing that at the moment. Um, Anyways, he was my slab cab, and I just hit him up and I'm like, "You want a free cheeseburger?" Because I also know the dude that bought the burger knows him and gets along with him, so I thought it'd be a good gift. I did try giving the other one away, but the person didn't get a hold of me in time. I would have hit Rev up, but he's too fucking far away. But yeah, burgers and fries. Was nice to do the Wagyu Wednesday again. It is Friday. Who knows? Maybe I will do chick chicken. Uh, Here's the thing though, Johnny Hash Brown a little flaky when it comes to. I think it took us about. I think it was on the third day of trying to get a ride we actually hooked up. Yes, it is Friday the 13th as well. Um, but we'll see if I do that. I probably won't, just because like want to see how many orders I get before I actually go pick up the stuff. Then when I pick up the stuff, uh, uh, I got to make sure I do a ride. And I forget, not as many or few slab cabs are as punctual and whatnot as I was. But that's just kind of my fucking programming sort of thing. Oh, if you're on time, you're late. You should actually be there, before. And then, so yeah. And at the same time, what was setting that up, setting up the GoFundMe thing. And then I Thursday, they tell you should write updates type thing. And then I got more specific into the vehicles and the limitations. The funny thing is my first choice is still available. And now, so before we were $1,600 apart. We're at what is it? I think $750 apart now. They shot that price back to me, was kind of explaining this. Finally, I got a dude at one of the dealerships that understands email's the way to go. And we actually do. He communicates. He's not like, oh, here's an application for you to fill out. He's like, well, here's the best I can do. How does that sound? And just, not trying to throw other things at my way that might work and blah, blah, blah. We're just dealing on the one. So, and I haven't answered him back, and I think I'm gonna send him an email back and go, nah, I'll just wait 2 weeks for when you drop it down, and then we're in the right price range. But it is kind of funny on so yeah, I put these two options that I was looking at. The very first one that I looked at, the Kona SEL all-wheel drive, and that was a 2020, and like it's in nice shape. Like I would almost call it new. It was gone through and detailed real well. So interior wise, they both look brand new. That other car started right the fuck up. Nope, no problem. And then what else? Yeah, just an all-wheel drive. That was one of the things that I really liked that puts that vehicle at the top, is it does have all-wheel drive. And Rev will tell you, if you go up into Desert Hot Springs, some of them roads ain't exactly roads. And if there is a little bit of rain, all-wheel drive will come in real fucking handy. So that's a 2020, and then the Versa is a 2025. And a couple of people that post in there like, ooh, Nissan, get the Nissan for sure. And, you know, my two responses to those have been, well, the other one's easier to get in and out of. And unfortunately, I am at that, you know, age in my life where getting in and out of vehicles kind of an important thing. Because I'm not really wanting to get my knees re-fucking placed. Like, I'd like to die with original equipment. Yep. How you doing, Nemo? And good morning to you. Actually, seems kind of wrong. Given the actual parameters I use, seems kind of wrong, but I've corrected it. And then the second comment was about the Nissan. Is like, oh, those Kias are disposable cars. And I'm like, well, honestly, really only looking about 6 to 9 months out of it anyways. Then I did every Thursday they got the food drop from the people at Don't Go Hungry. They bring it down to the care club and you know, go through and when I go through, I really only pick up a meal. And because this morning Dream is going to have another drop. This evening there's a meal at across the street from the care club. Because it's religious based, they're trying not to have any religion base with the care club, so they don't feel like they exclude it. I believe that was. And so yeah, so don't need to pick up a lot. What I really need to do is, because the way they have it set up is you first go through all the produce, then there's some dairy, then the meat, then bread and sweets and whatnot. Oh yeah. And I picked up a tub of cookies. That's fucking hilarious. All them cookies dumped, not one cookie made it to the ground. Oh, you're leaving on Tuesday already, huh? Wow, you're heading out early. I will have to say the other day, one of the memories popped up, and it was us at Disneyland. I do believe it was for your birthday, right? Your birthday's in February. So we did a birthday Disneyland trip. Who are you? Oh, didn't drop a single fucking cookie. Oh, I bet. All excited to leave and stuff like that. But I guess you are up in cold weather, so I can see you wanting to leave a little bit earlier than most years, as well as like, yeah, I should probably get out of there before they stop accepting U.S. people. Oh, fuck yeah. Right on. And heading off to the country of love you long time. You know, that's how you get shot in Vietnam, right? They're so tired of Americans coming there and doing that. Good morning, or Shed Gang. Oh, and I think I might have sold some uh of the Honda Element parts. Uh Joe Bowie was interested in the window motors and the lower rear control arms. Uh but don't know if that's going to happen uh in time. But the reality is, if I get the money for my down payment, I'm not selling parts. Not selling parts. And yeah, in the link, it is or pinned at the top of the comments is a link for my GoFundMe. It's currently set up at 1,200 because you can do a gradual effect thing on it where they take how much you're trying to raise, the amount of time, and they break it up into uh, more achievable, what seems more achievable parts. Like once it gets up to a certain point, they'll go from 1,200 to the 2,000. Because yeah, I am trying to raise a total of 2,000. Because yeah, I haven't been able to work this month at all yet. Oh yeah, I've been at least 2 weeks off. What up, Brianna? How you doing? Good morning to you. Uh, but yeah, I haven't been able to work at all, and neither one of those vehicles has tinted windows, so I want to get those windows tinted immediately with ceramic window tint because summer's coming, and if I can keep the heat from coming in there to begin with, that will help a lot in keeping it cool. The air conditioner won't have to work as hard as it does. So, hmm. So yeah, trying to raise that actual 2,000, $1,000 gets me into a car and rolling, and not having to wait on stuff. Um, oh, it's all good. It's all good. Oh yeah, that was the halfway mark. I should be able to go get my second cup of coffee here real quick. Yeah, around $600. I am drinking the morning movement coffee that I got from Surf Ranger for Christmas. Oh, I know right where that is. That was kind of the beginning of our friendship. Was right around that time when you had to go take back that one to get redid. But yeah, I'm gonna take a puff. We're gonna hit the 30-minute mark here, and then boom. Oh no, out of creamer. Try some powdered milk. All right. Unfortunately, I cannot leave you with music at this time because I am not signed up for that shit. But you know what I can do? Uh, there is still uh, the text to speech option. Uh, I'll tell you. Hold on. Whoop. Uh, the link I just posted into the room. You can do $2 text to speech. And yeah, it can sound like this.
Rev Snafu donated $3. Fuck ice, 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 fuck.
So Nemo, have you been making any videos lately? Right on. Oh. Oh. Yeah, and when I get a vehicle, I'll come up and visit you. It's funny how sometimes they show up and sometimes just the code for it shows up. I wonder if you first need to type in a word uh ahead of it, or if it's just some of the different ones don't work through this. Well, you need 50 to do live streams, right? I don't think I am subscribed to you. I'll get you a few. I'll subscribe to you with all my channels. Uh, let's get this open. All right. Signed up with the first one. I'll get it. I'll get you the rest of them. Live streaming's lazy. Also, live streaming. Uh, like it'll be choppy and stuff like that. So if I know you do a lot of stuff for saving for memories, so don't do a lot of that. Do a lot of regular filming and then editing. Um, I'll even try to remember to make a post on my community page. I also think that's another thing that you need 50 people to do is post on a community page. Might even be higher, which is dumb. Yeah. My knuckles were so calloused that lately I've been soaking them in water, getting it all soft, and then just scrubbing down with a washcloth to grind down and grind off the callus. Done a pretty good job. Got them callus down pretty far without actually like having to shave or take a knife to them. Because I bet, don't know if you knew that, but you can shave your calluses right the fuck off. Oh, is that because you switched phones? I'll even sign up to your channel with my Disney channel, but you got to subscribe to that one, man. You have more subscribers on your channel than I got on my Disney channel. In all fairness, I have zero content there. I am trying to find some of the miscellaneous Disney content that I filmed that I never really pieced together as a video. Like, I think there was a couple of times that I filmed stuff and then like my knee pain and shit got so bad that I just fucking kind of forgot about wrapping it up or anything like that. So it really didn't make any sense. I didn't get everything that I talked about getting in the video. So like there are a bunch of different things of me just trying food that never really got into a video or anything like that. So I'm thinking about just putting those up as individual pieces. You know, I tried such and such at this place in Disneyland, this place in DCA, to get the ball rolling, to get some content up there until I can get back up there. And that is one thing I am super excited about, owning versus renting. Having so much more money monthly that I can actually start to do that buying of or the reselling of Disney merchandise. So yeah, excited about that, to actually be able to do that. One for me, one to sell. One, or it might be one for me, two to sell. Because the one for me, then I sell one, and that probably will cover the cost of buying all three of them, and then one for profit. And yesterday, while waiting for the Don't Go Hungry people to show up, my buddy Pirate Rob, we were hanging out, and he nodded to the fucking Disney thing, and he's like, "So when are we going?" I was like, "Well, here, you know, things have been kind of hard. When I get my vehicle back, fine. You know, that's we'll go then." And so like he was one of the people that was like, I'll work for my ticket. So like I needed to find out if if I'm just covering the ticket, and the to and from sort of thing, or whether I need to, cover food and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, I'll bring snacks and stuff like that." I'm like, "Well, all right. I'm just going to work you more hours is all it is, but you really should try some of their food. Their food's pretty good. So I'll figure that in and blah blah blah, and we'll figure out how many hours I need to get out of you, sort of thing." Oh, it was, except for that seasoning. First time I've used it for blackening, it was a Cajun seasoning, uh, but they were heavy on the salt on that. That would have been probably my one. Uh, the start of our end, huh? What? Oh, that's wild because I've been doing them usually 3 times a week. However, a lot of times I've been doing the drive thing and not the sitting yappy thing. Well, we don't do that. It, if you speak in code, that probably means chicken shit. But still, once I got into the meatier pieces and I took off the top, the seasoning was right. But yeah, having both sides blackened with that uh salt heavy seasoning what was a bit much. But it was still delicious nonetheless. The mushrooms and green beans, those were good. Probably should have put like uh maybe a little toasted sesame oil on top. Um or maybe added a little balsamic vinegar at the end. But delicious nonetheless. Yep, live and learn, and like it was nutritious. I was actually full by the time I got done, and there's a little bit left that for the cat. Why, thank you. Yeah, I got to figure out how to do uh live streams there a little bit better for cooking. Oh, and last night, you know what the fucking problem was? I didn't turn on the Wi-Fi. I turned on the fucking hotspot. So yeah, it was on the uh cricket um carrier connection, not the Starlink at all. So yeah, that's why it was fucking glitching. So I learned one thing last night. I was too. I was just like, am I really that far away from this that it's not allowing it? My favorite egg rolls come from this Vietnamese restaurant. I don't know if they're exactly um uh egg rolls or not. I think they call them something else. But anyways, they wrap them in this rice paper. And when they deep fry them, it gets so crackly and stuff like that. Uh, uh, Q Viet was the name of the restaurant in the Twin Cities that my favorite egg roll. Yeah, yeah. You can fuck off with your Walmart egg roll. $1. Love you. Ma? Pickle soup or something? What? You're saying ma to pickle soup? I thought that was one of your favorites. Oh, I know, and I have a cooking channel that, I think about, oh, maybe I should actually be doing a cooking show with these sort of things, but uh I partially do it. Oh yeah, I gotta actually tag Care Club in it. Their their channel. Um I gotta get better at remembering what that is so I can tag it to begin with. Yeah. Pickle soup is a long walk. You should go to Poland and have it made by the Polish people themselves. Yep. Not really a breakfast person unless bacon's involved. I've said that a bunch of times. And I once said that at the Care Club, and they're like, all right, we'll make bacon. Yep, yep. Pierogies. Yeah, and yesterday I was when I was talking to Pirate Rob, he's got a big dent in his head from a baseball bat, and I was like, did you know that you might be able to put air inside of there? And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, I've seen this guy has similar issue than you, bigger dent, you know, uh half of it his head is almost that, and uh like I seen this video and I was like, I think I might have saw it while you were still in the hospital, so I didn't forward it to you. But because I was like, I think it might be a little too soon to send this. And this guy like plugged his passages or something like that, and then slowly started to fucking fill that spot up with air until the skin was rounded, and I was just like, oh, that's some messed up shit. Shit, I'm surprised you're not going there the day before to fall asleep in there. Little skip around and I'm gonna be up anyways. It, if that's all it take, that can be arranged. What? Oh, bacon. Well, you might be too far of a walk for even bacon. I'm sorry. I am old. That is a long walk with no fucking rides in between the way or places to stop and eat. Places that I want to stop and eat. You still got time, I'm sure. Oh, but I do walk a fair amount. And that is kind of the mode of transportation around here. So don't come on me. And, you know, do you now have a vehicle or are you using somebody else's? See, I'm not going to assume you're going to use somebody else's vehicle to come get. And to be honest with you, given what I know about that vehicle and whatnot, I wouldn't want you to fuck around with that to come get me. All right, take it easy, Nemo. We still got like 4 minutes here. I will have to say this day has went by quick. I do only have 8 more days to buy a vehicle, so help! 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 Oh. And yeah, my fucking phone bills due too. And how does oh I don't think Dave's in here. I haven't seen Dave talk today. But yeah, like I'm trying to figure out how you withdraw money from GoFundMe. And how long that takes, sort of thing. What up, Sailor Sean? How you doing, Papa Old Smoke? Right on. Where were you off to? I thought that was home base year round. Doing all right. Trying to get wheels again so I can get back to work. Oh, all right. So you were still in the Keys. So the Keys in general. All right. All right. All right. All right. But I think I read recently that you're ready to be a housie again. Right on. And how far is one stretch to the other stretch of the Keys? I'm guessing you know because you live there. Oh, you're going to do the school bus thing. All right. Well, that doesn't mean that there aren't other deals to be had, my friend. Maybe that just wasn't the right one. That was just the right one to get you thinking in that direction. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. But yeah, get this. Uh I I applied for a new car loan and got turned down for a new car loan, but I actually have a credit uh rating of 0, meaning there's nothing on there to be found whatsoever. My credit union said, "Hey, but we will give you a $15,000 loan, but vehicle has to be 2020 or newer, 60,000 miles or less, and we will not finance more than 110% of the vehicle's um uh, uh vehicle's Kelly Blue Book value." Unfortunately, finding something that meets that criteria is real hard. I've had to put out a radius of about 200 miles uh, to find less than, can put both cars on two hands or all cars on two hands. And yeah, although today is President's Day sales starting, um, who knows? Maybe some things have now dropped down into that price range and it is available for me. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. That's kind of what I wanted. 30 or 40 footer. I think I really did want the 30 footer, the little bit shorter one. But the flat nose for sure. Uh, same engine tranny combo. Well, yeah, I'm accepting donations and loans as well. Because for the last 6 months, I've been using so in the state of California, uh you can't just rent a car from Hertz. You got to go through a partnership with Hertz and Uber, or Lyft is the other one that does cards as well. And what they do is when you're with them, you can only work for Uber. So I couldn't multi-app. And they did get you a little bit better price. They covered the better insurance and stuff like that. So there was a little bit of benefit, and it was a little bit better deal. So I was paying around $300 a week to drive only for Uber. So that's like around $1,400 a month, and that was what a Porsche was going for. So once I get back to, or once I get this vehicle, fingers crossed, I get everything going in time. Once I get all that sort of stuff done, then like I'm gonna have so much more money. It's not even fucking funny. Oh. But my credit union also did go, and like, even for the fact that I got 0% or 0 credit score, like my interest rate is still only 9.5%. And two of those percents is just the fact that I have not had a car loan in the last 2 years. If I would have had a car loan in the last 2 years, well, I wouldn't be at 0%. But 2 of those would have dropped off. And so like I can actually, exactly. Well, also frees up ways I can make money. For instance, I can do Wagyu Wednesdays and Lord of the Fries Fridays again, because like I make money on those. I just usually need to be working all the time to make that $300 on top of my other expenses, sort of thing. So yeah. And I am a Disneyland Magic key holder, so I got that fucking payment every month. So yeah, it's been kind of interesting since you last been around. And you know what? I'm gonna go a little bit late today because I ain't seen you in a minute, and I ain't really got nothing going on right after this. I just need to keep an eye on Facebook to see when they are heading back. Although she did hit me up directly. Oh, yeah. If you're for your bus, I don't know if you can Uber with it, to be honest with you. I mean, they accepted Joys of Sorrow's um Ford Transit van. So I don't know. The you'll have to carry commercial insurance. That might be expensive on a bus because they do require commercial insurance. And I can't do online auctions because that's the other thing is they want it to go through a franchise dealership, so it's got to have a manufacturer tied to it, not just, fly by night used car sales companies, or like a large national used car chain like CarMax, Carvana, things of that nature. Um, so yeah, that was one. Well, they would do the other ways, but it's a lot more hassle, and there's going to be hassle enough because, um, so let's say I make an arrangement with somebody, to get a vehicle. I have to get from them what's called an option contract, and then I take that option contract and, like, for instance, both of these places are between 120 and 140 miles away from me. So I have to go all the way up there, get that signed option contract, come all the way down to um, my credit union, give them that, show 'em my insurance, um, blah blah blah, and then uh, uh, take that all, or get a check from them, take that check, go all the way back to the dealership, and then I have my vehicle. Well, that's just because I'm going through my credit union. Everybody else wants a very large down payment, like a couple of grand. Yes, I'm still in the slabs. Uh, um, or a cosigner. This, I don't need a cosigner. I can get away with zero down if I can find the deal that works. Haven't quite found that yet, which is why now these last few days I've started this. And if you look at the top of the chat box, there's a GoFundMe. I've started those so that I can raise money to get a down payment, because I only got, well, as of today, 8 days left until that piece of paper no longer good. I don't know if they would extend that loan, and they're just saying that we will only honor this interest rate until that time, which might be a thing. I'm probably going to write them today and find out. But yeah, I was really trying to find something that I could get into zero money down. And I thought that was going to be a piece of cake. I actually thought I was going to go to my first one, which was listed for 14,998. I thought I was going to be able to go there and go, because tax on that is about $1,600. I thought I was going to be able to go up there and go, hey, 15,000 out the door and be fucking done with it. That was not the case, because this was like, a dealership. It was a Ford dealership. I thought for sure there would be some haggling in used cars. Nope, they didn't fucking want to budge. So we walked back to the truck for a minute and took our time getting in, thinking maybe they would come out and try to pull us back in and we would work something out. Nah. I mean, we're $900 closer right now. Several weeks away. And to be honest, like, that's part of the reason why I'm going to write the credit union lady today and be like, "Hey, if I don't find something, does that just mean that I could still potentially work with uh, the interest rate might be different?" Yeah, they were supposed to doorknob close me and they didn't. Like, what these fuck do? And at first, I when we were driving away, I was like, just maybe this salesperson is just so new that didn't realize he had a fucking sale in front of him. So, uh, went to the next dealership and very similar situation. It was a little bit cheaper. This one, same type of vehicle, less miles, but not all-wheel drive. Um, so I was like, all right, and nope, couldn't get that one at 15. And the dude did seem like he knew sales and stuff like that. So I was like, oh shit. Oh, I signed up with them because when I got monetized, I needed to get money out through an actual bank account. Need to have routing numbers and bank account numbers. So, yep, I have had them forever. And that's why people are kind of like laughing at me. You have a 0 credit rating? I thought the lowest you could have is 250. And then I'd talk to my credit union lady. She's like, yeah, 250 is bad credit. 0 is no credit. And it was like, it's a lot easier for no credit than it is hard credit or bad credit to get up to, good to excellent credit. And that's what she told me. She's like, we can get you into this. And then 6 to 9 months later, we can get you into whatever you want. Like, and part of the reason why I did fill out uh, paperwork to get loans through the actual bank a couple of times is because of the fact um, uh, that what was I talking about? Credit union 0, blah blah blah. Anyways, I feel lucky to be able to get a loan like that. Oh, they told me if they offered me financing, I could take that financing and then in 6 months I could come back and refinance that vehicle through them because I've had it for 6 months. They'd no longer have to add the 2% and probably be a lot lower interest rate at that point. Oh yeah, so I've been with them probably a decade at least as well. I have run a fair amount of money through them, right? That had me giggling. And then when I was looking at how easily um it is to actually raise your credit from 0 to something, you know, workable, I pretty much went to, you know what? Like I can probably get a food truck. So by the time that the gig delivery thing no more is no more, I'll I'll have good enough credit, and maybe even before that, I have good enough credit to be able to get food truck, start my own food truck business. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. That's kind of, long term thinking. Oh, so no, I've been doing Uber and DoorDash stuff for 2.5 years now. Oh, almost coming up on 2.5 years. So yeah, that's the rides. I did a summer of Slab Cab, and I still take a couple of people on Slab Cab rides. Yeah, I was driving, and I've been doing that in the Palm Springs area. And then once I got the rental thing, and I could do rides, I could do people, because the Honda Element, the way the doors open up, they don't let you give rides to people. I was only able to do Uber Eats, which actually I prefer to do. You actually make more money per hour situation. Unfortunately, when you're only allowed to do one of them, it's a lot slower. So I ended up doing Uber rides, made pretty decent money on that. Um, Part of the problem, however, when I was doing that is I would take a lot of the long drives. I get paid $100 to run somebody from uh, Palm Springs to LA. But however, no guaranteed ride back, and definitely not a straight shot back. If they did get you something, might take you off course, and then you got to come back. So if you don't know the area that well, you might take a wrong uh, offer, and it sends you farther away versus closer away, and that happened to me a couple of different times, which makes it a real long drive back, having to shut off and not work and have to drive back. Um, and I would take those because the smaller in town routes what wasn't that busy. They were, okay paying rides, not that great paying rides. So one day I took this offer uh, from Palm Springs to San Diego, and dropped me off in San Diego uh, around noon, and so I wouldn't be getting back to Palm Springs till probably 2:30 anyways. And it was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it down here and see how it goes. It was like, oh yeah, this is like an Uber town, and yeah, I worked nonstop that day, and with that combined long ride and just constant work there, that was my best payday ever in gig work. So I ended up going down to uh, San Diego on a fairly regular basis. Um, I made less per hour. I stayed working the entire time, and I'd make a little bit more per day. I would still be gone from my house the same amount of hours. I just only got to work a lot less hours, um, but it was constant work. Where going up into Palm Springs was like I would probably, if I was signed in for 8 hours, I probably only worked 4 hours. However, if I was down in San Diego and I was signed in for 8 hours, I worked 7+ hours. Like there was very little time in between. Yep. Get back to going to Disney and comedy shows and shit like that. I've been kind of missing my life lately. But yeah, but that's kind of all I was doing is Babylon type shit, out. I didn't wasn't really in I was in a bubble floating along in very beautiful parts of Babylon. Like I made sure I had very nice things for me to look at while I was driving. And uh that is the other thing I liked about. Damn it, where'd you go? Where did you go? Oh yeah. Um that is one of the other reasons why I like to do food over people is because yeah, you don't have to deal with the Babylon people, you know. I mean, yeah, some of it was nice. I the Disney jerseys help out a fucking lot. That puts people in a good mood, gets them talking about Disney, taking them back to the happiest place on earth. But yeah, some motherfuckers were just kind of grumpy or like, the the days of one. Oh, and yeah, this is what kind of screwed me over is the day. So because of that partnership with Uber, every 6 months you have to bring the vehicle in so that it can be checked out, and you have to re-reserve a vehicle. Well, in order to reserve a vehicle, you have to have a driver's rating of 4.90, and my driver rating is 4.89. So 1/100th of a point is the reason why I'm looking at buying a vehicle right now and don't have any down payment and ain't fucking working. Even though I've constantly worked. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you got some money to loan. I'd be willing to pay uh some interest or anything like that. Like I I am trying to run every hustle to get this. I have Honda Element parts that I can put up as, collateral. None of them have been officially sold as of yet. So I got about $2,000 worth of uh, Honda Element parts, or like lots of them are just probably work on any Honda with a 2.4 engine. I'm not talking directly to you, uh, Papa O Smoke. I am just putting it out there in general, you know, including that, I'm willing to pay some interest. This will be could be a money maker. Although I will have to say, uh, my first available $100, I'm going to send to Mad Mac, seeming how at the day that he came in here is like, you know what, this is why you're not fucking getting paid right now, and laid into him to that. And while he has never reached out and said, "Oh, didn't realize you didn't get the message," or "Hey, did you get this?" Nobody's come and told me, oh, he hasn't kept his mouth shut. So he has, realize exactly where I'm at, that I'm not fucking blowing him off. And he's still probably mad at me because I wasn't able to just hand it over immediately. You know, even though I make good money, but unfortunately, it costs good money to make that good money. But yeah, extra $900 or yeah, well, probably closer to $1,000 or $1,100 a week, a month. My bad, a month, because of. But yeah, if they tell me, uh, uh, good and good. I am out of coffee, although I probably have a half a cup in there. I'm not gonna go grab that right now. But I did just pack a fresh bowl, put a little keef on it. Uh, what oh, see, God, do I? Rosebud Baker is going to be at the Brea Improv February 20th. Free tickets. Do I grab a ticket? I wonder if there's a penalty for not showing up. All right, you take it easy. No, I don't really take pain pills or anything like that. Uh, I've just been pushing through the pain since my 20s, man. Cause yeah, they are a little bit too addicting, and I could go down the wrong path pretty quick. Hey, Jeepsy. Jeepsy, I am trying to raise money for a down payment. I know you're struggling as well, but I have a GoFundMe um started for that. Maybe you could share it with your community. That would be great. More eyes that see it, more likely I am able to get it done, because I only have 8 days to tell that piece of paper is no good anymore, and I need to get back to working. And yeah, I need to see you. You coming out here this year? I'm guessing not. Um, I did give you the hugs on the one video, so I saw your video. I think I have an idea of what's coming up. Oh, so are you, if you're still here, um, here's one thing that I was gonna mention to you about views, and that is, as I was making money door dashing and Ubering, but without a vehicle, I'm not. As soon as I have a vehicle, I will be going back to that immediately, if not sooner. Uh, but yeah, going back to the view things and solo, I think this is a solo um, content creator problem, is that they like watching interactions between people. Um, oh, on Sunday? All right. But uh, yeah, if you can interact with more content creators, That'd probably help a lot. But I don't know how that plays into your next thing that happens up. That's part of the reason why I didn't send you an email right away, because I'm not sure how that works with your next one. Oh no. No indoor plumbing. Why would I want indoor plumbing? You know that indoor plumbing leaks, right? Yeah, that makes me sad. That might be actually you might just be going through slab withdrawals. I don't know. This place is weird. I did until my outhouse fell over. And now I just out with Mother Nature. Probably because that's going to take about 6 people to actually stand back up. Oh, yeah, we were talking about the food earlier. Yeah, that's what that's what I had for dinner last night. The blackened salmon, that bit tail end, and that's not one of my little sheet pans. That's a half a sheet pan. So that's a big chunk of salmon and a lot of green beans and mushrooms. I haven't seen them in forever, but yes, it would be nice to see back in Blade. All of all of the ones that I really hung out with, like Mike. Be cool to see Mike. Cool to see Chicken. Cool to see Ocean's Adventure. Uh, uh, Goo. I'd like to see Goo again. Didn't really get to hang out with Jewel and Tilla that much. But shit, even get Vegan's ass down here finally. Apparently she's getting a vehicle. That bitch has got a vehicle before I did. Oh, I know. Him and Oceans and Adventure are stuck. Or last I heard, we're stuck out in the middle of the ocean. No water, no gas. I don't know if that was fucking script shit or not. I'm just like, really? Are they that fucking dumb? I don't think they are. Fucking Mondo? Yeah. Captain Content? Get his bitch ass back out here? He too scared. I really wish I'd like to hear his side of the story of what happened when he came out here. His like breakdown of it. Because man, from my side, when I whispered in my ear, if I take my top off, like that made him real nervous. He's in Spain now. Full time, not coming back. Because I know he'd go there for a while and then come back. But I do understand with today's climate, maybe wanting to be back in the home country. Well, it does look like the sun's out. It was cloudy this morning. I thought I was gonna have to, shut down shut down as soon as I was done live streaming. I still maybe do that anyway so I can get the well, when it starts showing me 99.9 hours, then I'm just like yeah, yeah, I pretty much smell like weed. So yes, if you think weed stinks, I stink. All right, 5 more minutes. No, because I ain't been smoking skunk weed. 5 more minutes, then I got to work on what I'm gonna do for today's update. Um, for my GoFundMe, and no, it ain't Mexican weed either. Uh, good, Grand Flash. How you? I have not. I do believe the only way we end up seeing them down here is from our cameras. Uh, but yeah, I type slow, so that's gonna take a bit. And today, my update is gonna be about renting versus owning. Like what the benefits of owning are gonna bring me versus what it looked like rental. And really, that's going to talk about, well, first of all, lowering my monthly um, output. And secondly, how that opens up more income opportunities for me. Oh, hell no. Which means I'm gonna. Unless for some reason my body starts feeling better. I mean, and it legitimately could. I could decide, oh, let's figure out what it's gonna take uh for me to fix these problems with food. I mean, because a lot of it does come down to the food that we're eating. That is legit. So no, I do not want to live to be 100. Although, you know, all of a sudden, uh, or who knows, maybe there's some shot that starts regenerating joints and hips and stuff like that, and you know, I wasn't achy all the time. Then yeah, 100 might not be horrible. There's still all kinds of shit to witness on this earth. I ain't ready to spray paint my teeth silver. I did see these interesting dentures online, $40. But apparently they're silicone, and you heat them up and they form to your mouth. Well, they also say only the good die young. I'll probably live forever. What, they start rounding up homeless people and putting us in a box with a bunch of us together, slammed together real tight? Nah, fuck no, I don't want to live till 100 doing that. Lots of variables, too many unknowns. And yeah, we have hit the 1 hour and 45-minute mark. And this actually went by quick. Again, shake your kids. I could use some GoFundMe cash. I can use it on PayPal, CashApp, Venmo. Yeah, just don't waste no money on $2 texts right now. Until the next one, peace, love, and all that hippie jazz.
Send Coz some money on PayPal so he can buy himself something to eat. Then he won't have to sell his body to Albanian men on the street. Where broke hippies living out in the desert, no money and no shoes. And he may smoke the marijuana, but at least he won't spend it on booze. If you enjoy Coz's videos with their off-the-grid DIY vibe, send Coz some money on PayPal, or like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Bam.